As a game designer, all our team members like the ocean, and we found out that there are many marine animals dead from the artificial pollution in recent years. We want to create this game for telling the players that their behaviors are important and will affect marine animals and the nature environment. Therefore, we have brainstorming different kinds of pollution and make this pollution in our questions to ask the players. Also, we use the creative and attractive board to make the players engage in our game.
8 million metric tons of plastic trash enters the sea from land every year. The equivalent of 5 plastic bags filled with trash for every foot of coastline in the world. Across our ocean, plastic trash flows into circulation, dispersed almost everywhere, but concentrating in huge swaths in the midst of global currents, breaking down into smaller and smaller pieces, ingested by species across the marine world, and sinking to the bottom of the sea.
This game is an RPG board game for 4 to 6 players, and it will take 20 to 45 minutes depending on the number of players. In our game, we stand on the normal person's view because we believe that people always forget they have the power to protect marine life more than they thought. The player will learn that their decisions are important. More important is that their action would hurt other life. During the game, players can decide to either use some products to convenience themselves, but it is not beneficial to the marine animals, or use some way to benefit the sea environment and marine animals, but it will reduce self-convenience. So the game's objective is to balance the value of the public sea environment and self-convenience. Sacrifice the environment or sacrifice yourself. Weigh your every move and make a decision to get the balance. Roll a dice to make your move. Different spots you are standing on or the decision you make will bring different effects. Make the self-convenience point the closest value to the environment point to become the winner. Through our game, people can learn about how to balance their personal convenience and benefits with the environment. In the game, each player needs to roll a dice and walk the steps on the table by using their own palm. If there is a cushion, the player needs to decide the choice from the cushion. Based on the choices the player chose, they have to flip over the cards and to adjust the position of the environment palm and their self-convenience palm by given values. If there is a question mark, the player needs to draw a chance card and do the corresponding action. When the player's palm is placed on the start point in the second round, the player can move any player's self-convenience value for 5 points. If the environmental value is below 15, one animal will die, and all the players will lose the game if there are 3 animals dead. To win the game, the player needs to finish walking 2 rounds on the board and controls their personal convenience into the closest one with the environment value than other players. If 2 players have the same amount of difference, the player with the higher self-convenience value wins. According to balance personal convenience with the environment, we hope the players can learn about how important that we need to protect the marine animals and the ocean. As a game designer, all our team members like the ocean, and we found out that there are many marine animals dead from the artificial pollution in recent years. We want to create this game for telling the players that their behaviors are important and will affect marine animals and the nature environment. Therefore, we have brainstorming different kinds of pollution and make this pollution in our questions to ask the players. Also, we use the creative and attractive board to make the players engage in our game.